everyone. Love is a word we hear all the time. We say it, we feel it, we chase it. But what if love isn't just a feeling? What if love is a commitment, a decision, a way of showing up every single day? You see, love, true love, isn't about the grand gestures or the perfect moments. It's about the deep, unwavering connection we build through trust, through sacrifice, and through understanding. When I say, my love for you is deep, I don't just mean it in words. I mean it in action. I mean it in the way I stand by you, in the way I believe in you, and in the way I will always be here, not just when it's easy, but especially when it's hard. Today, I want to share with you what it truly means to love deeply, not just in relationships, but in our lives, in our work, and in the way we inspire those around us. Because the deeper our love, the greater our impact. Love is often perceived as an emotion, something we feel in fleeting moments of joy, passion, or connection. We talk about falling in love as if it's an accident, something that just happens to us. But the truth is, love is far more than a feeling. It is a choice we make every single day. Feelings are temporary. They change with circumstances, moods, and situations. But a choice is intentional, deliberate, and unwavering, even in the face of challenges. When we see love as a choice, we remove the illusion that it is something outside of our control. It is not something that simply appears when conditions are perfect, nor does it disappear when things get tough. Choosing to love means deciding to stand by someone even when the initial excitement fades, when difficulties arise, and when life presents obstacles. It means deciding every day to nurture, to give, and to remain steadfast despite imperfections and struggles. Love that is based purely on emotion is unstable. It is wonderful when everything is going well, but the moment adversity strikes, doubts creep in, and love begins to waver. This is why so many relationships, friendships, and commitments falter. They are built on the illusion that love is meant to feel good all the time. But love is not about constant happiness. It is about deep connection, trust, and resilience. When we choose to love, we accept both the beauty and the difficulty that come with it. Choosing love means taking responsibility. It means being aware that love is not something we receive passively, but something we actively cultivate. It requires effort, patience, and understanding. It means showing up even when it's inconvenient. It means listening even when we'd rather speak. It means giving even when we feel like taking. Love as a choice shifts our perspective from seeking what we can gain to focusing on what we can give. It fosters a mindset of generosity, empathy, and long-term commitment. When love is a choice, it becomes a foundation rather than a fleeting experience. It is no longer dependent on external factors, such as how the other person makes us feel in the moment. Instead, it is grounded in our personal values, our character, and our unwavering decision to care, support, and uplift. It allows us to build relationships that are not dictated by circumstances, but strengthened by them. The strongest relationships are not those that never face hardship, but those in which both individuals continually choose to love despite hardships. In every aspect of life, the principle remains the same. Love for a partner, a friend, a family member, a purpose, or a dream is sustained by choice. Passion may ignite a spark, but only commitment keeps the fire burning. There will be days when love feels effortless, and there will be days when it feels like a struggle. But when we approach love as a decision rather than an emotion, we remove the unpredictability. We create something steady, something real, something enduring. Love as a choice also brings freedom. Many people fear love because they associate it with vulnerability, uncertainty, and the possibility of pain. But when we understand that love is a conscious decision, we regain control. We are no longer at the mercy of emotions that may change with time. Instead, we stand firm in the knowledge that our love is rooted in something deeper than circumstance. It is a reflection of who we are and what we believe in. The greatest expressions of love come not in moments of ease, but in times of challenge. When misunderstandings arise, when mistakes are made, when disappointments occur, These are the moments when true love is tested. And in these moments, we have a choice. We can walk away or we can lean in. We can give up or we can choose to understand, to forgive, and to continue loving. Love is not about perfection. It is about perseverance. It is about choosing to stay, to work through, to grow together rather than apart. Choosing love does not mean ignoring problems or suppressing emotions. It does not mean tolerating unhealthy behavior or sacrificing oneself to the point of exhaustion. Rather, it means making a conscious effort to nurture the relationship, to communicate openly, and to address difficulties with patience and care. It is about choosing to approach love with maturity, recognizing that true love is built, not found. There is incredible power in knowing that love is a choice. It means that we are not helpless in matters of the heart. We are not waiting for the right circumstances, the perfect person, or an ideal moment. Instead, we are creating love with every action, every word, and every decision we make. Love, in its truest form, is not about what we feel in any given moment. It is about what we choose to do again and again, day after day. Consistency and commitment are the foundations of any deep and lasting love. While emotions can be intense and powerful, they are often fleeting. The excitement of new love, the passion of the early days, and the joy of shared experiences all create moments of happiness. But these moments alone do not sustain love. What truly defines love is the ability to remain present, engaged, and dedicated over time, even when circumstances change. Consistency is what transforms love from a temporary feeling into a lasting force. It is not about grand gestures or extraordinary moments, but rather the small, everyday actions that demonstrate care, understanding, and reliability. A person who loves deeply does not only express their feelings when it is convenient or easy, they show up every single day through both joy and hardship. Love that is only present when conditions are perfect is not love. It is convenience. True love is tested and proven in the way someone chooses to remain steady even when life becomes unpredictable. In relationships, consistency creates security. When love is erratic or dependent on emotions, it breeds uncertainty. A person who never knows what to expect from their partner, friend, or loved one begins to feel anxious and disconnected. They start to question the sincerity of the love they receive because it fluctuates based on moods or external circumstances. But when love is consistent, it becomes a source of stability. It creates a foundation of trust, allowing people to feel safe, valued, and understood. Consistency is not about perfection. It does not mean never making mistakes or always having the right words to say. Rather, it is about being dependable in one's intentions and action. It is about showing effort even when it is difficult, communicating even when it is uncomfortable, and prioritizing the relationship even when distractions arise. Love that is inconsistent feels unreliable, while love that is steady and dependable allows relationships to deepen and flourish. Commitment is the decision to stand by love not just when it feels good, but especially when it is challenged. Every relationship will encounter moments of frustration, disagreement, and disappointment. When love is based solely on emotion, these challenges become reasons to withdraw or walk away. But when love is rooted in commitment, difficulties become opportunities to grow, to understand one another better, and to strengthen the bond. Commitment requires effort. It means making a choice every day to invest in the relationship, to nurture it, and to protect it from the forces that could weaken it. It means choosing to listen rather than assume, to be patient rather than reactive, and to support rather than criticize. Many people believe love should be effortless, but the truth is that the deepest and most meaningful love comes from the work put into it. Love does not sustain itself. It must be tended to, like a garden that flourishes only with care and attention. Commitment also means resisting the temptation to compare love to others. In a world where relationships are often romanticized or idealized, it is easy to believe that love should always be exciting, passionate, or problem-free. But true love is not measured by how perfect it looks. It is measured by the willingness to remain present through all its seasons. The strongest relationships are not those that never struggle, but those in which both people remain committed to working through challenges together. Love that is built on consistency and commitment is love that lasts. It creates a bond that is not easily broken because it is not dependent on temporary emotions or external validation. It provides a sense of security that allows people to be vulnerable, to express their true selves, and to trust that they are valued for who they are. The depth of love is not determined by the intensity of the beginning, but by the endurance of its presence over time. It is found in the choice to stay, to nurture, and to build something meaningful together. Love that is deep does not waver with every difficulty. It remains steadfast because it is founded on a promise, not just a feeling. Trust, sacrifice, and understanding are the core elements that sustain deep love. While love may begin with attraction and connection, it is these three qualities that determine its strength and longevity. Love without trust is fragile, love without sacrifice is selfish, and love without understanding is shallow. The depth of love is measured not by the perfection of moments, but by the willingness to build a foundation that can withstand time, challenges, and change. Trust is the bedrock of any meaningful relationship. Without trust, love is constantly questioned and insecurity takes root. Trust is not just about believing that someone will remain faithful or honest. It is about feeling safe in their presence, knowing that they will not deliberately cause harm or betray confidence. It is built through consistent actions, honesty, and reliability. Trust allows people to be vulnerable, to open up without fear of judgment, and to share their deepest thoughts, dreams, and fears. When trust is present, love can flourish because it is free from doubt and hesitation. Trust is not built overnight, nor is it something that can be demanded. It must be earned through actions, not just words. Every time someone keeps a promise, stands by their word, or shows up when they say they will, they reinforce trust. On the other hand, every broken promise, lie, or act of betrayal weakens the foundation of trust, making love unstable. Rebuilding trust after it has been broken requires even greater effort. It takes time, patience, and a genuine commitment to proving through consistent behavior that trust can be restored. Sacrifice is another key element of deep love. Love that is purely self-serving does not last because it is centered on personal gain rather than mutual growth. True love requires a willingness to put the needs of another before one's own, not out of obligation, but out of genuine care and devotion. Sacrifice is not about giving up one's identity or well-being. Rather, it is about making choices that prioritize the relationship over temporary desires. It is about compromise, consideration, and the understanding that love is not always about getting what one wants, but about creating a balance that benefits both people involved. Sacrifice can take many forms. It might be as simple as adjusting one's schedule to spend time with a loved one, supporting their dreams, even when they require personal adjustments, or being there in moments of need without expecting anything in return. Sometimes it means letting go of ego, apologizing even when it is difficult, or choosing to forgive rather than hold on to resentment. Sacrifice is a demonstration of love in its purest form because it shows that someone's happiness, well-being, and success matter just as much as one's own. Understanding is what bridges the gap between two individuals, making love deeper and more meaningful. No two people will ever think, feel, or experience life in exactly the same way, which is why understanding is crucial in any loving relationship. It is not enough to simply love someone. One must also seek to understand them, their perspectives, emotions, fears, and motivations. Love without understanding leads to frustration and disconnection because it assumes that the other person should always think or react in the same way. True understanding comes from active listening and empathy. It requires patience, a willingness to see things from the other person's point of view, and an effort to communicate openly and honestly. Many conflicts in relationships arise not from a lack of love, but from a lack of understanding. When someone feels unheard, misunderstood, or dismissed, they begin to withdraw, creating emotional distance. However, when they feel truly understood, love deepens because it fosters a sense of belonging and acceptance. Understanding also means accepting that people change and grow. Love that is rigid and resistant to change becomes suffocating, while love that embraces growth allows both individuals to evolve together. It is about recognizing that the person one loves today may not be the exact same person in the future, but rather than fearing that change, deep love seeks to understand and support each phase of the journey. The combination of trust, sacrifice, and understanding creates a love that is not only deep, but also resilient. It is a love that does not break easily because it is rooted in more than just emotions. It is built on actions, choices, and a shared commitment to nurture and protect the relationship. Love that lacks any of these three elements becomes fragile, vulnerable to doubt, selfishness, and miscommunication. But when trust is unwavering, sacrifice is mutual, and understanding is prioritized, love transforms into something that can withstand any challenge.
Actions are the truest expression of love. Words can be spoken effortlessly, and promises can be made in moments of passion, but it is through actions that love is proven. Love that exists only in words is empty, lacking the depth and sincerity that comes from consistent effort. True love is demonstrated in the way one shows up, in the way one listens, in the way one supports, and in the way one remains present, even when it is inconvenient or difficult. Small everyday actions are the strongest indicators of deep love. It is easy to make grand gestures or say the right things in important moments, but what truly defines love is consistency in the little things, a kind word when it is least expected, a thoughtful gesture that shows consideration, a moment of patience when frustration arises. These are the acts that strengthen love over time. Love is not about occasional intensity, but about ongoing dedication. A person who truly loves does not wait for special occasions to express it. They find ways to show it in the simplicity of everyday life. Being present is one of the most powerful ways to express love. In a world filled with distractions, giving full attention to someone is a rare and valuable gift. When someone listens without interrupting, when they engage in conversations without looking at their phone, when they make time despite a busy schedule, they are showing that love is a priority. Presence is more than just physical closeness. It is about being emotionally and mentally engaged. A person can be in the same room, yet feel distant. But true love ensures that presence is felt, not just seen. Support is another essential expression of love. Love is not just about being there in happy times, but about standing strong in difficult moments. It is easy to celebrate someone's successes, but true love is tested when failures, disappointments, or hardships arise. Supporting someone does not mean solving their problems, but rather standing beside them, offering encouragement, and showing that they are not alone. Love provides strength, reassurance, and a safe space where vulnerability is met with kindness rather than judgment. Patience is a silent but powerful act of love. People are imperfect, and misunderstandings, mistakes, and differences are inevitable. Choosing patience over frustration, understanding over anger, and compassion over criticism is what deepens love. When someone is struggling, when they are not at their best, when they are difficult to be around, these are the moments that define the depth of love. It is easy to love someone when they are at their strongest, but true love is revealed in how one treats them at their weakest. Forgiveness is another action that speaks louder than words. No relationship is without conflict, and no person is without flaws. Holding on to resentment or keeping a record of wrongs only creates distance. Love is not about ignoring problems, but about addressing them with the intention of healing rather than hurting. Choosing to forgive, to let go of past mistakes, and to move forward with understanding is a sign of love that values the relationship more than the need to be right. Acts of service are another way love is expressed. Doing something for another person, even when it is inconvenient, shows thoughtfulness and care. It can be as simple as preparing a meal, helping with a task, or offering a gesture of kindness without being asked. These actions may seem small, but they carry significant meaning because they show that love is more than just a feeling. It is an active commitment to making the other person's life better in some way. Respect is an essential demonstration of love. True love does not seek to control, manipulate, or diminish another person. It allows space for individuality, for growth, and for differences. Respect means valuing the thoughts, opinions, and feelings of another, even when they are not the same. It means treating someone with kindness, even in disagreement. It means never using love as a tool for power, but instead as a foundation for mutual appreciation and support. The effort to understand is another way love is revealed. Instead of assuming, judging, or expecting someone to think and feel the same way, Love seeks to understand their perspective. It means asking questions instead of making accusations, listening with an open mind instead of reacting with defensiveness, and making an effort to see the world through their eyes. Understanding does not mean always agreeing, but it does mean making space for someone else's experiences and emotions without dismissing them. Commitment to growth is also a sign of true love. Love is not stagnant, it evolves, deepens, and changes over time. People grow, circumstances shift, and challenges arise. Love is shown in the willingness to adapt, to work through struggles, and to continue choosing the relationship even when it requires effort. Love is not just about staying together, but about growing together, learning from experiences, and becoming better, not just for oneself, but for the relationship as a whole. Love is most deeply felt in actions, not in words. Words can be comforting, but they mean little without follow-through. Promises lose their value when they are not backed by effort. Affection is not genuine if it... True love does not rely on empty declarations, but is built on the foundation of continuous, intentional actions that reinforce its presence every single day. Loving deeply extends beyond personal relationships and influences every aspect of life, including work, dreams, and purpose. Love is not confined to romance or family. It is a driving force that shapes ambitions, fuels perseverance, and brings meaning to everything that is pursued. The level of passion and dedication a person brings to their work, their aspirations, and their sense of purpose is a reflection of how deeply they are willing to love. Love is not only about emotions, but about commitment, sacrifice, and the willingness to give one's best to something greater than oneself. When love is present in work, it transforms routine tasks into meaningful contributions. A person who loves what they do does not simply complete assignments for the sake of finishing them, but approaches each responsibility with care and intention. Love for work is seen in the effort to improve, the commitment to excellence, and the desire to make a difference. It is what drives people to wake up early, stay late, push through challenges, and continue striving even when obstacles arise. Work done with love is noticeable. It carries a sense of purpose and an energy that inspires those around it. Loving deeply means pursuing dreams with unwavering passion. Dreams are often fragile, requiring patience, sacrifice, and resilience. Many people give up on their aspirations because of fear, doubt, or difficulty, but love is what keeps dreams alive, even in the face of adversity. When someone truly loves their vision, they do not abandon it at the first sign of struggle. Instead, they find ways to keep moving forward, adapting, learning, and pushing past limitations. Love for a dream is what turns ideas into reality, what transforms effort into achievement, and what keeps motivation strong even when progress is slow. Love also plays a significant role in the pursuit of purpose. Purpose is what gives life direction, what creates a sense of fulfillment, and what allows individuals to contribute something meaningful to the world. When people approach their purpose with love, they give more of themselves to it, dedicating time, energy, and heart into making an impact. Purpose-driven work, when fueled by love, is not just about personal success, but about serving others, solving problems, and creating lasting change. Those who love their purpose do not see challenges as barriers, but as necessary steps in their journey towards something greater. The deeper the love for something, the more willing a person is to endure difficulties for it. Love does not mean an absence of struggle. It means having the strength to overcome struggle because the outcome is worth it. When people love their work, they push through exhaustion. When they love their dreams, they persist despite failures. When they love their purpose, they continue striving even when the path is uncertain. Love is the force that keeps people moving when logic tells them to stop. It is what separates those who quit from those who achieve greatness. Loving deeply creates a sense of responsibility. When love is at the core of work, dreams, and purpose, it fosters accountability and integrity. People who love what they do take pride in their contributions and hold themselves to high standards. They do not cut corners or settle for mediocrity because their love compels them to give their best. Love instills a sense of duty, making individuals more reliable, dedicated, and willing to go the extra mile. It is what makes people show up, not because they have to, but because they want to. Love brings joy and fulfillment to even the hardest work. Many people spend their lives chasing happiness, but true joy is not found in comfort or ease. It is found in the pursuit of something meaningful. When people love what they do, they find satisfaction in the effort itself, not just in the outcome. The process becomes just as valuable as the result because love allows them to appreciate the journey, the lessons, and the experiences along the way. Even in moments of difficulty, love makes the struggle worthwhile. Loving deeply also inspires those around us. Passion is contagious, and when people see someone who genuinely loves what they do, they are encouraged to find and pursue their own purpose with the same dedication. Leaders who love their work create teams that are motivated and engaged. Artists who love their craft inspire creativity in others. Entrepreneurs who love their vision encourage innovation. Love in action becomes a powerful force that moves people, changes perspectives, and influences the world. Love fuels perseverance. Many people abandon their dreams or become disheartened in their work because they lack the deep connection that love provides. When challenges arise, those who lack love for what they do see difficulties as reasons to stop, while those who love what they do see difficulties as opportunities to grow. Love provides the resilience needed to withstand criticism, failure, and uncertainty. It is the foundation that keeps people standing when everything else feels like it is falling apart. The power of love extends far beyond relationships. It shapes the way people work, the way they dream, and the way they define their purpose. It turns effort into passion, struggles into triumphs, and ordinary moments into extraordinary achievements. The deeper the love for something, the greater the impact it has not only on the individual, but on the world around them.
Love is the most transformative force in existence. It has the power to heal wounds, to mend broken spirits, and to bring light into even the darkest of places. When love is deep and genuine, it does not just affect the person giving or receiving it. It extends beyond individuals and influences entire communities, shaping the world in ways that logic and reason alone cannot accomplish. Love has the ability to break barriers, bridge differences, and create unity where division once existed. It is the foundation upon which trust is built, relationships are strengthened, and societies are uplifted. Love is not limited by circumstances, backgrounds, or past experiences. It is a force that exists beyond logic, often defying expectations and surpassing limitations. It does not ask whether someone is deserving or whether the timing is convenient. It simply exists as an energy that has the capacity to transform lives. When love is given freely, without conditions or demands, it creates an environment where growth, healing, and connection can flourish. It is not something that diminishes when shared, but rather something that multiplies, creating a ripple effect that extends far beyond the original act. One of the most powerful aspects of love is its ability to heal. People carry wounds from past experiences, heartbreaks, and disappointments, often believing that they are unworthy of love or that they will never find the kind of connection they long for. Love, when given with sincerity and patience, has the ability to break through those walls. It replaces fear with security, doubt with assurance, and pain with comfort. It does not erase the past, but it creates the possibility of a new future, one where scars do not define a person, but instead become reminders of resilience and growth. Love also brings people together in ways nothing else can. Differences in opinions, lifestyles, and perspectives can often create separation, but love is the one force that can unite people despite their differences. When people choose to love rather than judge, to listen rather than dismiss, and to understand rather than criticize, they build bridges instead of walls. Love does not require agreement on every issue or similarity in every aspect of life. It simply requires the willingness to see another person as valuable, worthy, and human. Love has the power to bring out the best in people. When someone feels deeply loved, they gain confidence, motivation, and a sense of belonging that allows them to thrive. They begin to see possibilities where they once saw limitations, and they find the courage to take risks, knowing that they have a foundation of support behind them. Love encourages people to be their most authentic selves, removing the fear of rejection and replacing it with acceptance, It nurtures creativity, inspires ambition, and gives individuals the strength to pursue their passions without hesitation. True love is not passive. It requires action, courage, and the willingness to be vulnerable. Love is not just about feeling good or experiencing moments of happiness. It is about making choices that reflect care, dedication, and selflessness. It is easy to say the words, "I love you," but it is in the actions that love is truly seen. Love is shown in the way one remains patient in moments of frustration, in the way one supports even when it is inconvenient, and in the way one continues to show up even when it would be easier to walk away. Love is also about giving without expecting something in return. In a world that often operates on transactions, where people give only when they know they will receive, love stands apart as something that is offered freely. When love is genuine, it does not keep score, it does not demand perfection, and it does not withhold itself based on conditions. Instead, it flows naturally, seeking only to bring joy, support, and kindness to those it touches. This kind of love is rare but powerful, capable of changing not just one person's life, but the world itself. Love is the greatest motivator. It pushes people to achieve more, to fight harder, and to persevere in the face of challenges. Whether it is love for a person, a dream, a cause, or a purpose, it gives people the strength to keep going when everything else tells them to give up. It is what drives artists to create, leaders to inspire, parents to sacrifice, and individuals to make a difference in the lives of others. Love gives life meaning, turning ordinary moments into extraordinary memories and simple gestures into lasting impacts. Love is not always easy, nor is it always comfortable. It challenges people to grow, to face their fears, and to confront the parts of themselves that need healing. It requires vulnerability, trust, and the willingness to embrace uncertainty. Love is not about control or possession, but about freedom. The freedom to be oneself, to express openly, and to experience connection without fear. It is about allowing others the space to grow while still remaining close, about supporting without suffocating, and about committing without conditions. Love is the most powerful force that exists, shaping lives, relationships, and the world in ways that nothing else can. It has the power to transform pain into strength, division into unity, and loneliness into connection. When love is deep and true, it does not fade with time or change with circumstances. Instead, it continues to grow, to evolve, and to make everything it touches more beautiful, meaningful, and whole.